My name is Helen Stevens, and I'm here because my dad is here, and he's the one that makes like puzzles, and he was invited. And then he started taking me when I was 5, and then I've basically come every year since.
Wow. So when was your first gathering? Do you remember the number?
No, but I know this is my 5th one.
Okay. Oh, so it must have G4G8. Is that right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
Yeah. I'm getting a nod from the background. So you've been coming to 5 of these now. So that's kind of amazing because I've been coming to the same amount that you have, but
Hey.
somehow I'm seeing you for the first time. So tell me sort of your experiences coming here. I mean,
Every year it's something different, and you get to build something new. And I remember, I think my first memory of coming here is it was like that metal structure, that like the black one with the wavy thing, and I remember crawling through it, and it was really like awesome because I was crawling through a metal structure.
right. And did you get a chance to sort of learn about the math of these things and the topology of
I
everything?
don't actually really understand the math, but I feel like I've come away smarter, if that makes sense.
Just sort of learning by osmosis
Yeah,
through the.
like 2 years ago when I came away from this, I didn't know what a dodecahedron was, but I knew the word.
Mhm.
I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is, and I know the word.
And so now, if I
That's
say
it.
dodecahedron, you've got a pretty good idea in your mind of what that
Yeah,
looks like.
it's like it's made out of simple like shapes. It's not the one from a triangle. It's the one down from it.
What about if I asked you about a rhombi-truncated cuboctahedron?
No clue.
All right, it's gonna be a tougher one. That's one of my favorite shapes, so just thought I'd ask.
There's like this one shape that I sometimes make. It's like it's made out of 4 note cards, and there's triangles that come out, but then there's 4 triangles that like cave in, and it forms this shape. And I have no clue what like the name is, and I've showed it to several people, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's cool." And I've been trying to find someone that has the name of it. So
Well, maybe you've discovered something new. Who knows? So.
well, I don't think so, because somebody here showed me how to make it, but they didn't. I don't remember what the name was.
Oh, we'll have to find that out.
Yeah.
So you obviously weren't really around for Martin's columns when they came out, so you're sort of second-hand getting into all of his work. Have you read a lot of his books or some of his articles?
I haven't read any of his stuff, but my dad is like, yep, okay, you're reading this book and this book and this book, and it's all Martin Gardner stuff, so get to it. Because he says that probably now I'll start to like understand and actually like appreciate it.
Right. And so the gathering it's these different loves that Martin had. It was magic and puzzles and math. Do you find yourself gravitating towards certain areas of that, or what sort of sticks out for you?
I like puzzles, and I also like magic, because when I was like 5, I went to circus camp, and so I was always like fascinated by Mr. Greggy, who was the magician there, and how he could always do like certain things, and so I always wanted to learn that stuff, but I never had the patience for it, which is the sad part. But then for some reason I have patience to figure out puzzles, but not to learn a magic trick. But I'm trying to get through like both of them, but I also want to create puzzles, because that seems awesome to create something that someone's having a hard time figuring out, and you're just like, oh, you do it this way because I made it.
Excellent. Yeah, the sort of psychology between magic and puzzles is a little bit similar in terms of how you look at a problem, I guess you could say. So, have you taken anything you've seen or learned at Gardner, and has that helped you with anything in school or problem solving?
It's not exactly helped me. It's helped me kind of in school, but more with occupying time, because at the end of the year we have these standardized tests, and after one section you are not allowed to do anything if you finish early. So what I ended up doing is I ended up making those shapes that I told you I wanted to find out the name earlier of, and I would just make it out of like my math scrap paper. I would just make it just occupy my time, and then ended up getting yelled at. So.
Well, that's not good. You're gonna get yelled at for doing math, but.
Well, it was still fun while it lasted, but I guess that I use some of it with coming back to like puzzles, where I'll make them, and then I'll give it to like my math teacher or my friends and say like, hey, can you figure this out?
Do you have any other sort of memories about coming to the different gatherings, or anybody that you met here, or certain? I mean, a lot of times there's just tables of people with different puzzles and sculptures out. Do you have any particular ones that sort of stuck out in your memory that
Um,
you came across?
whenever I come here, I would either be by myself, like watching from afar, because I'd be like too nervous to be like, hey, can I join in? Or I would be totally engrossed in something that I was doing because of just how like fascinating working and building the puzzle things were.
So what interests do you have moving forward? I mean, where do you see yourself going down in the future?
I can see myself definitely making puzzles and also definitely creating like sculptures and structures because I'm so fascinated with them right now and how I always want to be like pitching in just like, hey, do you need help? Can I help you with this? Uh, Earlier I was outside climbing a tree to help put up uh, the triangular structure, and that was also where it broke down kind of. So I was running back and forth, like getting ties and like helping them set it back up again. And I think they should probably have it up by now.
Oh, well, I'd love to see it
Yeah,
afterwards.
it's hanging from like 3 trees and it's like stretched out. And it's
Wow.
cool.
So, of all the puzzles, what type of puzzles do you think you want to create? Mechanical puzzles
Um,
or?
I think definitely what kinds like tip over and rush hour where it has definitely moving pieces that you have to get from one point A to point B and like a certain amount of moves, or like you have to turn it and flip it in certain ways and there's limitations and stuff like that, which would be definitely really cool.
Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing your puzzles. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.